So I welcome you all for our next session, ma. Okay. So as I told you all, in my next session I will be continuing with importance and advantages of bills of exchange. So importance and advantages of bills of exchange is like I told you all, if the answer is given like what is the importance of bills of exchange, you can write the same points. And if they are asking you all what are the advantages of bills of exchange, then also you can write the same points itself. Okay, because its drawbacks are also given. I will explain you all the drawbacks also, don't worry about it. So that's the reason you can take the same points as advantages. Okay, so what are the advantages? First one, written verification of debt. Written verification of debt. Okay, that is point number one. So that means an accepted bill is like a written document which is like witness between you and me. You can either cheat me or I can either cheat you. Okay, so it's an advantage. Second one is negotiable instrument. Yes, it can be sold, it can be purchased, it can be transferred also on the other names. So that's why it is called as a negotiable instrument. Then third one, exact date of payment. So we have already discussed about this. On this bill, it is trying to instruct a person to pay a certain amount, certain sum of amount on a particular date. If date is not mentioned, what did I say? On demand bill. On demand you have to pay the bill according to time. We have discussed that type. Okay. Next one is discounting facility. So discounting facility is given to this particular what can you say, this particular bill through the help of what can you say, through the help of DHFC. Okay, Discounting House and Finance Corporation. Okay, basing on that discount houses or discount market help, you can take the discounting facility. I will tell you all what is discount facility in further. Okay, maybe after few minutes we will discuss that in detail. So that time I will tell you all what is this all about, what is this facility all about. Now fifth point is easy transfer of money. Okay, yes, the money can be transferred easily just by signing on a piece of paper. The money is being transferred from me to you. So that is not a big problem, it is very easy. No too much of documents are needed in this case, so it is very easy. Now next one is credit facility. Yes, credit facility is also available in this bill. So obviously it is like credit facility only, isn't it? So bills of exchange enables a trader to purchase the goods on credit. So this is for trading bill. If you wanted to purchase the goods on credit, then you have to, you can avail that opportunity. Next one is facilities foreign trade, facilities of foreign trade. Okay, so obviously in the bills you have discussed about location, according to the location, inland bill, foreign bill, bills of sets, isn't it? So facilities foreign trade. So yes, you can do foreign trade because these bills are acceptable worldwide. So there is no problem in this. Then eighth one is financial help. Yes, you are getting a very good financial help out of this bills of exchange. So this is an advantage for you. Okay, what you are getting, you are trying to get some kind of advantage out of it. So this is an what you can say, a important point to be noted. Okay, now next one. Okay, ninth one, liquidity. Yes, it is a self liquidity, isn't it? Liquidity if you are falling, if any kind of person or else small concerns are falling short of liquidity, can avail this opportunity. Why? Because you are decreasing the burden of RBI. Okay. Now 10th point is easy control of the central bank. Easy control of central bank. CB means central bank. Okay. So yes, through these bills what is happening is, the another advantage is the central bank is able to control the transactions of bills of exchange easily. The burden of central bank has been reduced once this commercial bill market has entered into the financial system. Okay. So these are the importance and advantages of bills of exchange. Now we will try to discuss about operations. See how many topics we are discussing today. Operations of commercial bills. So I am drawing a line here and writing operations of commercial bills. So there are only two. One is discount market, second one is acceptance market. So that's it, this topic is. Okay. So let's try to understand what is meant by discount market. Now the discount market is a market which is referred to a marketplace where short term instruments such as commercial bills or treasury bills are discounted by financial intermediaries such as commercial banks. So that means to say, in simple, it is a market. Discount market is a place where whether bills of exchange or else treasury bills, which we are going to read it after this, which are treasury bill or else bills of exchange, are being discounted through the bankers who are called as financial intermediaries. Now I will tell you a small example. Okay. I gave you 10 lakhs. Okay. So we created a bills of exchange between you and me. Done. Now a specific period has come. Okay. Means we have written in September. Okay. Sorry, we have written in July. The bill is being drawn in the month of July and you are supposed to pay it to me in September. Okay. You have taken 10 lakhs. You are supposed to pay it to me 10 lakhs in the month of September. But all of a sudden in August, I am in need of money, urgent, it is very urgent. Now I cannot ask you. If I ask you, what you will say? I am supposed to give in September, so in August I am not having money. That is what you will tell me. So what I can do is, I can hold bill of exchange document or instrument and go to the bank. Okay. After going to the bank, I should show him. Okay. Then what he will do is, he will look at the bank and give some discount. Maybe he will not give me 10 lakhs, but he will give me 9 lakhs, say 80,000 or 90,000. He will do discount there. So that is the income for him, isn't it? So I will try to go in August to the banker and take my amount through discount. So he is trying to, I have to give him a discount of say 10,000. So he is giving me 9 lakhs 90,000 in my hand. I am fine with it. I have taken the amount. Okay. So now why is he doing like that? In September, that bills of exchange paper I gave it to banker, isn't it? Now that banker will go and try to collect it from you. Now no more I will be in the picture. That banker will come to you and collect the amount from you after your maturity period, which is nothing but in September. So who helped me in discounting market? Bankers has helped me. Now you understood? So I need not wait until the maturity period, or else I need not wait to take it from you. There are certain bankers who is helping me in discounting which is called as discount houses. In UK it is there. Now in India it is very less ma. People are not recognizing the importance of this discount houses. So in India it is very less, but this is the story of discount market. So that's why this advantage is written here. Where is that discounting? See, discounting facility is available in bills of exchange. Now you understood? Now let us move to acceptance market. So acceptance market refers to the market for bankers' acceptances involved in trade transactions. Okay, so that means bankers are trying to act in between the drafts that are drawn between one party and the other party. So it is like it is accepting certain bills which is based on trading. Okay, now I will tell you a small example. That day I told you all, when you are trying to apply for a notification, you need to pay some amount to that employer as an application fee. He said you all to draw a demand draft, okay, DD, okay, demand draft on the name of him, which is payable through bank. Okay, so I went to a bank and I asked him to prepare a DD. It will be similar like check. Even in Commerce Lab class also we have discussed about this. Okay, so he will try to prepare a draft which is payable like 500 rupees. It is payable, say example, to railway department, because I am applying for the post of railways in railway department. So I need to pay to the railway minister on his name. I need to draw a demand draft. So that help is being accepted by the banker. That transaction is, or the trading is being accepted by the banker. That's why it is called as acceptance market. So he is accepting that amount and taking few charges from me. Now to prepare a demand draft, see what is his profit then. If I am going to the bank and I am preparing a bill which is demand draft on your name. See, you are railway, I am a job applicant, I wanted to apply the job, so I need to pay 500 rupees. So through that bank I am paying you 500 rupees. So in between, see, I am getting job, I am being an applicant, you are getting money. Then what he should get? He cannot do service freely, that too banks will not do freely. So he will try to take some kind of service charges in order to help that in doing that demand draft. Understood? So that is called as acceptance market. Cleared? Now this is about operations. Now we will try to discuss about drawbacks, okay, which is nothing but demerits or else disadvantages. So as I discussed here advantages, I am discussing here disadvantages. So disadvantages, or which is also called as drawbacks. See, in different ways you can write this drawbacks, or else you can also say defects in bills of exchange. Okay, so this topic I am going to discuss. So this is over, now we are going to discuss this. Okay, so let's try to discuss the points. Now, preference for cash credit. Okay, what is that? A, preference for cash credit, that is one of the disadvantages. So the absence of bill culture in India, okay, people prefer cash credit to bills financing. Okay, see, always if you are looking for credit facility, it is little bit difficult. Okay, so you are not looking into the other bills, but you want only the credit bills. So other bills are not being developed. So that's why mostly in India this bills of exchange is not working out. So that is a defect. Second one, lack of uniform practices. Excuse me. Lack of uniform practices. So that means in India, we do not follow what these bills of exchange is telling us to do. Now, in example, what did I say? You are supposed to pay me in August, or else say you are supposed to pay me in the month of September. But October is over, December is over, still you are not paying me. Okay, that means there is no uniform, not everybody are following the rules or practices that is decided by RBI into this, what you can say, bills of exchange. If you follow, this is a very good, finance creating, source. Third one, stamp duty. Please bear with me, suffering with cold. So, stamp duty. There is excessive stamp duty, stamps which are required, which discourages the people to use the bills. Once I sign, that is not enough. Here stamp, there stamp, there stamp, I have to roam everywhere. So, excessive stamp duties is making the person feel low and usage the bill properly. Next one, essence of secondary market. What is that? Essence of secondary market. Now, if you see here, there is no active secondary market for bills in India. So, bills of exchange need to be sold in secondary market. But if you are not having proper access to secondary market for bills of exchange, then you cannot fetch the benefits of bills of exchange. Next one is limited discounting and rediscounting services. Limited discounting and rediscounting services. Okay, so in India there are very few discounting and rediscounting services available, like DHFC and life insurance and UTI or else general insurance corporation. Only these few are there. Other than this, other banks or other markets doesn't provide this discounting market facility. Okay, then sixth one, difficulty in determining genuineness of bill. Difficulty in determining genuineness of bill. Okay, so there is a lot of difficulty in telling whether the bill has some genuinity or not. Now, like say too many 500 notes if we get, we don't know which one is real, which one is fake, okay, or else duplicate. It is little bit difficult to identify that. Understood? So, likewise it is difficult to identify which is the true bill. Next one, limited acceptance services. Limited acceptance services. So, is this covered in the screen, ma? Let me see, because I am writing 2 down. Yeah, it is covered. Limited acceptance services. So what is this acceptance services? As I told you all, these bills are being, just a second girls. These bills are being accepted by very few bankers. That too, it is DFHI, which is Discount Finance House of India, and which was in the year 1988. Okay, after that till now, no other houses has come up. So that means after DHFI, Another 2 houses after 1988 it has come, but not more than that. Means in total India only 3 are there who can give these services. Okay, last one, velocity of circulation of bill. Velocity of circulation of bill. Velocity of circulation of bill. Okay, so banks in India prefer to hold the bills until the maturity than the rediscounting with central bank. Okay, bill is not circulated for discounting and rediscounting, it seems. If the banker is trying to give bills of exchange, it seems he will wait until the maturity period is over, but he will not go in between to other RBI or central banks for rediscounting opportunities like discounting market. They will not choose this facility, it seems. So if bill is circulated more, the velocity, the expansion can be more and everybody will come to know the awareness. So likewise you will be getting profits also, but that is the drawback. Understood? So come back to your syllabus once. Come back to your syllabus. So look into bills of exchange. Look into bills of exchange. We are done with definition, types of bills, operations. See, operations in the bill is done. Okay, importance of the bill is done. So discount market, acceptance market is already done. Then drawbacks is also done. Okay, so with this our bills of exchange or commercial bills topic is over. Now we will enter into treasury bills. Okay, we will enter into treasury bill market. Okay, so let's enter into treasury bill market. So if we discuss treasury bill market, then our 4th unit also will be done. Treasury bill market. So I have already told you all what is meant by a treasury bill in money market only. Okay, I have given you all a very good introduction of treasury bill. It refers to a market where treasury bills are bought and sold. What is treasury bill market? It refers to a market where the treasury bills are bought as well as sold. So now if you see here, what is meant by a treasury bill? Treasury bill is a short term government paper which is like a promissory note issued by the central government. So who is issuing that bill? It is issued by the government for short term purposes only, not more than a year. Okay. Now what is this treasury bill? Who will give this bill? Why they will give this bill? Okay. Now we are public, isn't it? So if we are trying to invest in the government sectors, they are trying to tell that they will return our amount within a year because we have invested, isn't it? So they will return our amount within a year. For that, like a security, they are giving us a bill which is called as a treasury bill. Simple. Treasury means you should get it in the point that it is given by the government. Okay. Now let us see further. So who is trying to sell these bills? So if you buy these bills indirectly, it's nothing but you are helping the government in investment. So who will sell this bill? RBI will try to sell this bill on behalf of the central government. So who is selling you this bill? RBI is trying to sell this treasury bills on behalf of the government. What is the duration of this bill? The duration of this bill doesn't exceed more than a year. I already told you all this point. So these bill are pure bills, trusted bills, they are not coming out of trading. They are not coming out of trading like commercial bills. Okay, it is pure and can be trusted. Okay, these are very much different from bills of exchange, because those are into trading also, credit facilities also, isn't it? But this bill is not like that. Understood? So this is about treasury bills. Now we will try to understand features of treasury bill. So I have already given you all the definition. In my explanation only definition is also covered. So if you look into your textbook towards page number 6.8, this definition is there, features is also there. Now features are not there in your syllabus, but still I am covering. The reason why I am covering the features is I just wanted to know you all completely about a treasury bill, because in your future you will be reading about that. Okay, so that's why that is my main intention. Now let us try to understand the features. First thing, it is a short term borrowing instrument of the central government. It is a short term borrowing instrument of the central government, means central government is trying to borrow from us, so that's why we say this bill as a borrowing bill. Next one, it is the safest money market instrument. Why it is safest? Because it is issued by the government. Now third one, zero risk instrument. There is no risk involved in it. Any other go, whatever it might be, within a year, on which day they have promised, they will give you that amount on that day. So there is no place for you all to get cheated. Next one, purely finance bill. It is not like commercial bills, like trading bills or something like that. It is a purely finance bills. Now next one, it is different from commercial bill. I already told you all that it is different from commercial bill. Next one, who is issuing this? Not everyone, only it is issued by central government, not other banks, or else not other means also. It is issued only by central government by taking the help of RBI. So that means if you wanted to purchase bills of exchange, you need to purchase through RBI only. Next one, it do not require any kind of grading, any kind of endorsement. Okay, no need of somebody coming and signing, because already it is issued by RBI. No need of any kind of acceptance required. Okay, no need someone to guarantee. Okay, next one, it is less than 1 year. It is less than 1 year. So how it is issued? It is issued in one format. For 91 days one bill is available. Okay, another bill is available for 182 days, another bill is available for 364 days. So which bill you want, you can choose. So there are, basing on 3 periods, treasury bills are issued. One is 91, so if you double it 182, if you double it 364. Understood? So this is a kind of, or else a types of treasury bills basing on the period that they are going to issue all. Next one is primary market as well as secondary market. So this particular bill is available at both, okay, primary market as well as secondary market. Now if you see here, commercial bill, which is called as bills of exchange, that was available in the primary market, but it is, there is no service in the secondary market, so that is not applicable over there. But here if you see, this treasury bill is there in both primary market as well as secondary market. Now next one is, it is sold through a process of bidding or action. So auctions means I told you all Velam Pata. Okay, so treasury bills will be kept on the table and RBI will start bidding or auctioning. So through that these bills are being sold. Okay, next one is, it is issued at a discount. It is issued at a discount, which is where the price value is less than the face value. Okay, that means to say the interest rate will not be so fascinating to you all. what it seems, the interest rate will not be so fascinating to you all. Why it will not be so fascinating? Because it is from government. Government will not pay you heavy interest rates. I told you the other day, if you see SBI interest rate versus private banks, the payment of the interest rate is very low from the government, isn't it? So this is the features of treasury bill. So we need to discuss about types of treasury bills, participants, operations, and recent development in the treasury bill market. So I thought, that's why I told you all I will try to finish in 2 sessions, but it didn't happen. So any other time, okay, maybe on Monday I will try to finish off your 4th unit. Okay, so thank you girls, have a nice time, happy weekend.